What is up, everyone? We're back with another break. Today we're going to be doing Top Stadium Club Series 1, 1993-1994. We got Series 2 right here, which we're going to do after this break on another video. But pretty cool little box set. I'm not sure if these are going to be sticking together, so we'll find out. Pretty cool nostalgic set. So Beam Team cards are going for a lot more money these days. This set in particular, the Beam Teams are not as spectacular. So there are Beam Team cards in here, but the ones that go for a lot of money are actually the year before this and then the years after this, especially 95. So, but we're going to break it nonetheless, and eventually all Beam Team should catch up to some sort of pricing. But for now, we're just going to open it up, see what we can get, see if we can pull some nice Jordans, some nice Beam Teams out of here. And then we'll penny sleeve save them, grade them, and then we'll see what we'll get. So there's our packs right there. Let's see, there we go. Do the little card shop insert dealy. There we are. Cool. Set those over there. Go ahead and we'll do one stack at a time. There's not a whole lot of cards in this box, but we're still gonna. So the break should be pretty quick. They feel pretty tight, so hopefully they're not bricked. But this was only one way to find out. Pretty nostalgic for me. Definitely was collecting these this time. Nice. So they're not too bricked or bricked at all, which is great. So let's just go ahead and break through these, see what we can get. John Paxton, Johnny Dawkins. There's James Worthy, like that. Got a little bit of the box rippings there. And this is Top Stadium Club info card. So just kind of like a mini checklist for draft picks and stuff like that. Looks like Chuck Peterson. There's Chris Mills, Tom Gugliotta, and looks like we got Derek Coleman. And this is one of the high court cards that they would put in there. So little couple of subset inserts in there that are pretty cool. But realistically, we like to go Jordan hunting on this channel, and we love breaking wax packs, a lot of wax boxes. So there's Clyde Drexler, like that card. Put him in my little Clyde Drexler collection. A little lower there. Let's see. It's Karl Malone. That's another high court. There's Larry Johnson, LJ, another high court. There's the back of the cards right there. So we'll save that. And is this 2 or 1? 2. And there's a Alonzo Mourning high court right there. So get a lot of those in there. Pretty common as far as like another little foil stamp. This was like right when inserts were becoming big or just around there. So we'll see. And bam, we got a Beam Team right there. There's Beam Team David Robinson. So love this card. I'm going to sleeve up all the Beam Teams. So like I said, Beam Teams are going for a lot more money these days. And yeah, that's the lights. Nice. So this one's a little less robust than the other Beam Teams, but you can still see they're nice cards. They're nice picture cards. They have some like cool looking graphics on the front. So we want the Jordan of this. Still sells for a pretty penny. As far as comparisons of this box was not expensive. You want to get the 92 Beam Team, you're gonna be paying $150 plus for the box and beyond. So this is a 30s mid 30s $40 box, and then you can get these Beam Teams, because once those other ones are all dried up, these are going to be the next ones up. So sometimes it's good to get them a little ahead of time when they're extremely affordable, and that's kind of my thought process behind this. Could be wrong, could end up being not that valuable long term, but they still look pretty cool. Guess I can try to David Robinson up. There we go. I like those graphics. So the worst Beam Teams were like some of the first ones, in my opinion, where they had like the 3 people on the one card. Still cool, nice little touch, and now they're now this was when they were getting a little cooler. So you can pick up these boxes, like I said, for not that much, and get some pretty cool inserts, Michael Jordan Beam Team inserts. So you just say those words right there, and you're gonna be feeling pretty good. So there's a couple people right there. We're not looking for them. Let's see. Some of these are actually, it's like they're touched together. There's Mutombo, but they're not like I did 96, 97, a lot of the 96, 97 on this channel, and they're like brick stuck. Like these are like just barely touched together, so they're not leaving any damage on any of their cards, which is nice. But when cards brick in the wrong way, that's when problems start for sure. So yeah, you can see like I took that off. There's no issues there, which is awesome. So okay, well, let's keep going. Looks like there's Doug Edwards. It was a draft pick card they had in here. Yeah, there was a draft pick card right there. You see there's a foil stamp, so not too interested in that. And then here's a super team. Looks like a Utah Jazz. So this is like a team card. There's Karl Malone in the middle there. Kind of cool, like a little purple and whatever. That's on the court too. So I don't know much about those inserts in particular, but you know, still cool that they were starting to feel a little flashy. So cool. All right. Some of these I'm gonna have to do a little pre. There we are, and there we go. All right, so let's see. We'll keep going here. There's Shaquille O'Neal. So always like my Shaqs. So keep Shaq up here. Pennies leave all these cards in a little bit. There's some we don't care. There's another info card. Little details about the league and stuff like that. That's one, right? Yeah. There's a Key Olajuwon. Great. And a couple other fellas that we're not too concerned about at this moment. So last pack on the first stack. So if we times the video where it's at now, looks like we're going to be in the 20-minute range or so on. Doing the little quick separatings, slowing down the process, but it's okay. Another Shaquille O'Neal like that. So some pretty cool Shaqs in here. This was 1993, so I think it was his first year. His first year in the league was 92, so this first year cards, but still pretty cool. So you can get some great. There's another LJ right there. Nice and easy. Kevin Johnson. There's Karl Malone, the mailman. Always delivered. So there's Karl Malone right there. And a couple other players we're not too concerned about. All right, halfway through. We're getting halfway through the box here. So we did get a cool beam team. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy that one showed up, and I hope it doesn't take away our odds. I don't know what the odds are as far as how many packs per beam team, but I'm really hoping to get a Michael Jordan beam team. I did follow up with. Sometimes I forget, or it's hard to figure out which. But yeah, Michael Jordan right there. In general, there's his base card, so kind of hard to see the print, but still pretty cool card. Pictures quality at this time wasn't the best, but like to get my Jordans. I like to sleeve them up, top load them, and make sure that because Jordans over time, even in the junk wax era, you'll see online in gem mint 10 condition, they'll pay for themselves. So pretty cool little Jordan there. So we'll set you up here, bud. Hopefully you'll stay. There we go. And but I was saying I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. So want one of those beam team Jordans. I was saying that I got two because I got Series 1 and Series 2 because I sometimes will only put certain inserts inside particular series, as you know. So you'll go and you'll see, a 1993 beam team or 1982 beam team Jordan. Then you'll just go buy a box of 1992 Top Stadium Club or something like that. But it's not in that box. It's in there's Charles, and there's a little extra foil stamp there at the bottom. But it's not in that box. So then you'll basically spend money on a box trying to find a card that you couldn't get. So I got the Series 1 and Series 2 so I could kind of confirm to myself which one the beam teams were in and which players. And then once if we hit a Jordan, which would be great. But once I was able to confirm that, which I'm going to be doing between these two videos, then I can buy more of one of the two series and be able to kind of hone in on where the cards I'm looking for are. All right, so this one's, there's Hersey Hawkins right there. Another Michael Jordan. So this is a great card. This one says triple double, but it's there's a card like this that's like has a little platinum badge or something like that, and that card goes for a lot of money. So this is kind of the base card of that card. So this is a first day issue box, but there's like a special seal, and I'm not sure. I forgot if that came in like a members only box or how you got that. I'll have to figure that out, but still cool. We're pulling a couple Jordans out of here. It was like that. Like I said, the box was not that expensive, so it's nice to grab some cool Jordans and some insert chances. So let's take these apart here. A couple Shaqs deep. There's John Sally, Dominique Wilkins there, Sam Perkins. See, this one is also the triple double. A little different print on the name as well. They're not sticking together bad, but they're not just like lovingly apart. There we go. There's Scottie Pippen, high court. So that's a great card too. A lot of good cards. Like I said, the good thing about this era is there's a lot of great players. So as far as just having a collection for yourself, pretty easy to get started. So one card there. So we got 1, 2, 3 there. So there's Horace Grant, Dan Margera, Bobby Hurley, info card. We got Tate George, Johnny Newman, Rex Chapman. There we are. Jeff Malone, Derek Coleman, and Spud Webb. Okay, great. So almost halfway through the box. 2 Jordans in, 2 Shaqs, and 1 David Robinson Beam team insert. So Kevin Brooks. So McDaniels, Jerry Reynolds, info card. Def Shrimp. Brad Daugherty and Rod Strickland. Pretty cool. A little definitely going into the early 90s look right there, right? So slowing us down a little bit, this the way they're stuck together, but they're not like damaged stuck together, which is fantastic. So I'm not upset about it. It's just a part of the process. But like I said, there's some when they get bricked, you start pulling them apart and they're like ripping onto the other cards, which these are not doing. So that's great. That's Derek Coleman. So we'll have to do a couple at a time. There's another Mutombo. There's John Barry. There's our info card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark Jackson, great player, his time. And there's another Hershey. Otis Thorpe. And there's David Benton. A couple players we're not too concerned about. And right here, we got a couple other players we're not too worried about. All right, so only 2 stacks left. Going a little quicker on these commons and maybe not calling everyone out because of the extra pulling the cards apart maneuvering I'm having to do. But we're doing pretty well. Still looking for the Jordan Beam Team insert, which is 100% what we're going for here. So there we go. There's LaShemp again. Jeff Hornacek. There's John Starks. He's a good player for a while. Sean Kemp, like that card. Someone not worried about. Terry Davis. And there's Randy Woods, and he is stuck too. Antoine Bowe, and then there's Steve Smith. All right, for that beam team, Jordan, come on, baby. It's a little tedious, but it's not upsetting right now. Like I said, I've done bricked packs where is this card a little? Yeah, it's because it was so far up, it got a little bent. Luckily, it's no one would care about. But I've done packs where they're bricked and like you're pretty much you're pretty upset. And I've made videos where I've done what we're doing here, and I'm pulling cards apart, but they're like sticking together, and I got so so bent out of shape that I couldn't even upload the videos. I had to delete them because I was like, anyone living, there's no reason for you to live that horrible process with me while I'm all salty about it as well, when you're here to chill and just kind of take a load off and look at some of the cards. So it's bad because some of them were great boxes, and I was like, well, I could put them up as like a this happens, but they were just, you know, not fun for even me to watch, and that was me, and I can handle me. So there was our info card, PJ Brown. There's another Charles Barkley. There's another Larry Johnson. This is a triple double card. There's another Michael Jordan like that. So that's our third Jordan in 3 stacks and 1 beam team. So let's get some more of these. I think the price is right. I'm sure they're going to go up. Prices right now on almost all cards have gone up pretty heavily because of the everyone's at home right now and looking for hobbies, and maybe the people are watching these kinds of videos a little more often, so they're getting into the hobby. So I'll see boxes that I was buying for $10 selling for like $90. It's crazy. And I get it. Like, you see like an old 1990 box and you're like, oh man, 1990 so long ago, they're probably rare. But people who aren't in it all the time don't realize, another Scottie Pippen, that there was the junk wax era, how many were printed, and then so, you know, the sellers are making a bundle, but it's driving the prices up on certain cards, but not all. Like, certain packs are going up, but you know, other ones are staying the same. So there's another Shaquille O'Neal like that. So like to get those Shaqs. I got a bunch of Kobe rookies on another break. You can see that on this channel. But I did a Shaq rookie card chase before. There's another Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you, Shaq. And you can see that on this channel. And we got a bunch of his rookie cards out of a Topps box. So that's cool. There's Lonzo Mourning. This pack's pretty good. And there's our info card. We did some newer stuff as well. We got some monster rookie hits, like parallels. And but the boxes are like quadrupled in price right now for optic and things like that. So I've cooled my jets on that, and I'll let other people buy them up. And then when, you know, when they're not as hot, I get back into them. Or if they're always that expensive, then I'll have to save up or something like that. So, okay, well, if you're made it this far through me peeling these cards apart, it's the part where I say we appreciate the subscribe. You know, we are building the channel. We'd love to do like regular posts, and helps us interface with you better. And we have a long way before we're monetizing or making anything off this channel. So it's all about the passion and the hobby. But we'd like to be able to work around the software a little easier. So that's really what they kind of put some of the like beneficial like little just like posts and things like that behind these crazy walls, and it's like it's fine, I get it, you know, not everybody needs to be making YouTube, I guess, but it's just functionality really. There's another Clyde, but you can see that corner got a little dinged up. All right, there's our info card. So we got a couple Jordans. I'm happy about that. I really want the Beam Team Jordan. There's another Shaq. So we're doing really well on Shaq, which is cool. Really want that Beam Team Jordan. There's Charles, Sir Charles. I'll have to buy a couple more of these well before they skyrocket in price, and I'm stuck with that. But to get the Beam Team David Robinson, I'll have to validate what that goes for. But all Beam Team cards go for a little bit. The Jordan goes for the most, and then I think it's backed up by like Shaq, and then like David and a whole bunch of Charles Barkley, those kind of players in that tier. You know, they're still worth money because it is a specific insert. So maybe we'll find it in Series 2 if I can get the last two there. There we go. All right. And there's a Gerald. Oh, another Shaq. Okay. Thanks, Shaq. I mean, as far as liking those Shaqs, I'm cleaning up. There's Vladdy. Traded him away for Kobe. Thank God. Floppy Divock. But here's another Jordan. So pretty cool. These cards in particular, like I said, they're not... The base cards aren't like value up to wazoo, but any Jordan card will have value if it's kept in good condition over time. And then as things run out or get a little more scarce, the value goes up, of course. You know, that's of course how it works. So happy to take all these Shaqs and Jordans. I mean, I know I'm looking for a Michael Jordan Beam Team, but realistically, on like the merits of most of my normal breaks, we're crushing right now. So we got 4 Jordans, we have like 6 Shaqs, and we got the insert we were looking for that still has value. So doing really, really well. But, you know, I love having those gold cards, those chase cards. And then but the problem is once I have that in my mind and I don't pull the card, I'm pretty much just going to keep buying the box until I get the card. And then I will have spent 10 times over what you could have just bought a Gem Mint 10 condition one for. But I like doing the breaks. I personally like opening the packs. Fun for me. Getting it yourself is a little more exciting and enriching, I feel. But as far as sports card investing, you know, if you find one that's already graded at the right price, that's definitely the right way to go. Because even if we pull one, we'd have to send it in, get it graded, cost us money. There's another David Robinson. And we'd have to have it come back in perfect condition to fetch the prices that, you know, drive us to want to get these cards even more so. So Isaiah Thomas. And this is stack over. This little sticking is made. I'm a little OCD with stuff, so this little stack I'm making over here is it's pretty gnarly. So I'm like waiting to finish these last 2 packs here so I can just stack this correctly. But all right, so 2 packs left. Still looking for Michael Jordan Beam Team. We did get one. We got the David Robinson. Hopefully we can get it. If not, maybe it's still in Series 2. Maybe we'll get it there. So we'll have a couple of these back to back. There's another Shaquille O'Neal. So I'm still happy. I'm extremely happy with this box. Fun break. The cards aren't getting damaged by these little, like maybe this one. I spoke too soon. No, we're good. Aren't getting damaged by this. There's the checklist. Little peel and deal, but you know, still fun other than that, and getting some great cards and bolster my Michael Jordan collection. But I'm not seeing a Beam Team in there, so maybe it's in the last pack. Citadel Threat and a couple other gentlemen that I'm not too concerned about. We'll go out of the frame. The crazy to say. All right, last pack. Michael Jordan Beam Team. Let's go. Come on, you can do it. So there's our info card. Okay, big money. No one there. There's Ewing, like Patrick Ewing. Another Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, they're trying to make up for it with $2 Shaquille O'Neal cards, I guess, over and over and over. But I still want the Beam Team, so let's find that. All right, there's a couple cards here. This is our last ditch effort. It's Bradshaw, and did not get the Michael Jordan Beam Team. So we're going to keep looking. Thanks for joining me. We did get 4 Jordans, 10 Shaqs, and then this David Robinson Beam Team, which I do like quite a bit. We want the Jordan of this, so we'll keep looking. Like I said, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next break.